What's up, beautiful boutique babes? Welcome back to Sharon's Nail Boutique. I'm so sorry that it's been so long since my last video, but I am back and I just want to wish you all happy holidays. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you can be reminded every time I upload and so you won't miss out on all the videos I got coming up. Hopefully these are some cool little Christmas designs and some old Christmas glitters that I wanted to go through and swatch and kind of create some designs just to show you all how easy you can do a really effective Christmas design and it be really pretty for your clients and just something kind of easy to do but still very pretty and effective as well. So I am taking my Snow Angel glitter mix made by Deborah Sweeney. Back years ago when I first started on YouTube, we used to, all the nail ladies, well, most of us anyways, we were like really into like glitter and doing glitter swaps where you pick a theme. It could be any theme you want. And so most of the time you'll like pick a character from that theme, whether it's a movie, a book, like a show, anything like that, where you can draw inspiration from the characters or from the scenery. You pull colors from the scenery or the characters, their outfits, whatever, have you like that. And you just kind of base your glitter mix around that. And you could use all different types of glitters, all different shapes, sizes, different colors, so that you kind of give the impression of that character through your glitter mix. And so back in the day when I first started on YouTube, like back in 2015, 2014, that's what we were doing. So a lot of my mixes that I have in these cups actually come from a lot of the swaps that I used to join back in those days. And I'm starting to get back into them, joining friends swaps here and there. So if this is something that you actually would be interested in doing, definitely be on the lookout on YouTube through Nail Women or Crafting Women who do swaps, because it's a lot of fun. You gain a lot of camaraderie that way. You get to network with other women across the country, across the world. And I've made quite a few good friends on here, people that are very near and dear to my heart. A couple in particular that, they have been supportive of me since the very beginning. And honestly, on social media, that means a lot, because especially in a day and age where we're so used to people like following and unfollowing just to kind of act like they're following you, and then they just kind of take their follow back. So when people really stick around and they're loyal, that means a lot, So this is that design. So I decided to ombre a white powdery snow looking color with that mix. And that one came from Didi Hernandez Nails and All That Glitters back when I did a swap of hers as well. We actually did a trade, and that was one of the things I got in the trade. So that's that. I top coated it with my No Wipe D&D, No Wipe top coat. And now I'm going in with my D&D white gel polish, and I'm actually not going to cure this, and I'm going to dump that acrylic, that snowy acrylic made by Didi. I'm going to dump it over the top, and we're going to do like a writing in the snow type of design. So I was actually kind of trying to keep it with the theme of the snow angels. So I actually ended up doing a snow angel in here as well. Now in hindsight, I kind of wish that I would have just used the dotting tool instead of using the silicone tool, because with the silicone tool, the product seemed to kind of get stuck to that tip a little bit. So it made it harder to clean off in between doing like each line, And then I realized, okay, I should have did the S not in one swoop, but maybe in a couple. And then, of course, I didn't have enough room. I ran out of room for the word. So it just, I don't know. It got messed up a little bit because of that. But the overall aesthetic of it is that I wanted it to look like a kid had been riding in the snow and doing a snow angel. And I think it definitely achieved that. Let me know what you all think of this design in particular. I thought it was super cute. Definitely a cute way to celebrate the season and celebrate the season on your nails. How cute is that? Seriously. So moving on to our next design. I'm actually not our next design, but I'm swatching. I have new glitters in. So if you all are interested in getting bundles, if you want these pre-mixed, anything like that, just let me know. So I am actually swatching 5 of the 12, and I chose these colors because they're perfect for Christmas. And these are actually, they come like this, so they are considered the raw glitter, but they are multi-mix raw glitters, so they have multiple size hexes in them. And this is the red, like iridescent one, so pretty. This green one though is life, especially for Christmas. Look at that. It's definitely giving Grinch vibes all the way. A lot of these glitters, these ones in particular, they have like the hollow micro shards in them, along with like iridescent hexes in like that Indian fantasy color. And then they have like it's hard to describe, but the glitters themselves, they're so dope. They're so different, you know. Next we have this gorgeous gold color. OMG, look at the hollow in this color, watch. And then you got like the iridescent ones in the background, and then you have like the shards. Oh wow, these glitters are life. So pretty. Yeah, if any of y'all have any ideas of anything you'd like to see in particular from me, do not be a stranger. Pop them in the comments below. I'm always interested to hear from you all because, you know, I just got a lot going on. It's the holidays and everything. We all got a lot going on. So let me know what you all would like to see, if anything. Look at this blue. My goodness. Can you see what I'm talking about now with like the iridescent, chunky hexes kind of throughout it? And then you get your micro hollow shards in there. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And lastly, I have this other blue, and I have other colors too, like oranges, pinks, purples. I gotta swatch the rest of them for you all. If you guys want to see the rest of the glitter swatch, let me know in the comments below. So pretty. I love these glitters. They're so pretty. I actually was supposed to be sent the Christmas glitters, and of course they sent me 2 of the same packages, so I ended up getting 2 of the very same sets of glitters, which, I mean, obviously, you know, you can never have too much, especially when you love the glitter. However, it was November 11th sale, so something that I would have paid almost $60 for, I got for $7. And I got them each set for that much. So it was a huge sale that was going on November 11th. And I was able to get 12 50-gram bags for $7.14. And they had a couple of sets on there that were in those sales. So I ended up picking up 3 different sets. The Christmas one, this extra fine iridescent one that's really pretty, and then these ones that I just showed you. So now I'm going in with my chisel, like hunter green color. It's a solid, I forget the number exactly, but these are actually a 3-in-1, I believe, or a 2-in-1 chisel. They are good for acrylic and dip, and you could actually use them to like dust over. Well, like if you wanted to do like an ombre, say, take your brush and kind of dip it into the acrylic and just kind of dab it onto like the sticky nail surface, you could do that too. So see what I did? I put like the Christmas trees in the background. Then I ended up doing a mint glow, a pink glow, and then that ombre with the forest green color. Now I'm taking my Born Pretty solid nail extension gel, and I'm using it to mold a Christmas wreath onto this nail. I figured that this would be the perfect design to do it for, because I had the trees in the background, and I had those in like a little pot that I had laying around. I've had those trees for a while. I actually got them in a Christmas swap years ago, and I like to keep little things like that kind of around, because you never know when you're gonna need to use these glitters for an aesthetic or a design or whatever. So I'm using the end of my cuticle pusher to kind of make marks in the wreath, almost kind of like the leaf impression, like all the different pine needles and stuff. So I was trying to give like the impression that it's textured. So now I'm doing a white French tip on this Chisel Mint Glow powder, and this is from their glow line. So that pink one as well actually glows as well. It's so pretty. It glows like a purplish color, and this mint glows like a bluish type of color. so pretty. I actually end up coming in with my brush and fixing this smile line because I felt like it was like too pulled in. I don't know if that makes sense, but so yeah, I ended up doing this, fixing it up, and then I ended up coming in, and what did I do on this? I think I did lights. Like I drew the silver. I don't know if anyone follows Nails by Dev but on Instagram, but if you're not, definitely head over and check her out because she's amazing. I'm using my SXC Dreamliner gel liners to go in on the wreath and kind of give it some color. This light green glows. It's from the Glow line in their Dreamliner box. And then I end up coming in with like a darker green and then a glittery green at the very end, just to give it dimension, to give it more life, to make it come more to life, make it look more 3D, make it look like it's an actual wreath, you know, because if it's just flat and smooth, it's, you know, you could tell it's fake, you could tell it's just a decoration. But if you're actually looking, I mean, obviously, you know, it's not a real wreath, but the more details you give something, it just brings it more to life. It really does. And I actually end up using the solid nail extension gel and making little berries for it as well after I cure in the lamp. Make sure that, you know, my product is spread out as much as possible, that I have like all the sides covered that I wanted to. I just want to make sure that I fill in everything I need to. So I'm using now the silver from the SXC Dreamliners, and I'm doing the wire for the lights. Now, in hindsight, I think my husband was right. Like I should have went in and used like a black, because it's not realistic to use silver for the cord, because all Christmas lights cords are either green or black. So he had a very valid point, and it, you know, I was telling him, it's like the silver is just for decoration. It just makes it look or appear a little prettier, you know, gives it a little more daintiness to it, makes it seem a little cuter. But he did have a very valid point. You know, if you're looking to seem more realistic on your nails, you might want to copy the exact thing. So I'm coming back in with a little bit more of the light glow green, just to kind of keep adding dimension to that wreath, because then I'll come in and add some of that glitter green. I'm just trying to remove some of that polish because it ended up being too much. So if that ever happens to you, where you go in with your brush and it like drips down and you get a bunch on there, you can use your brush to try and kind of like absorb some of it and take it off. Now I'm using my Emily Blossom Gel, and I'm using this for the string of lights so that the light can seem like it's glowing. So when the color spreads out, it really gives a really cool glowing light appearance. You can also see the video on Nails by Dev, her Instagram page. She does this and shows everyone how she did it. So that's actually where I got my inspiration from. So shout out to Nails by Dev. She is amazing. She has amazing products. She just released the Nail Tech That Stole Christmas gel polish. Not sure if they're sold out yet, but she also has the Skin Tone Bear collection. She is an amazing artist. The cartoons and everything that she draws, even real people characters like from Home Alone and stuff, so on point. Like, just the women that work with her, they're all so cool. I love how she does everything from a 90s nostalgic point of view. I'm a 90s kid myself, born in 85, raised through the 90s and early 2000s, so totally get it, totally here for it. Love the 90s nostalgia. I grew up watching all the classic Nickelodeon cartoons, so I love how she brings all those characters to life, because it makes me think back to my childhood so much, just watching the cartoons with my siblings and all of us arguing over things, and just good vibes all the way around. So now I'm coming in and I'm actually outlining each of the colors, and I realized I made a mistake. You're supposed to do it in white first and then come back in with your color. So that's what I do. I cleaned it up real quick, and I'm coming in and marking where I want my lights. Now, again, in hindsight, I kind of wish I would have did this different and not added so much of the cord, so to speak, or the wire, because I feel like a lot of my lights were just kind of like jumbled together and they didn't really stand out too good on their own. And I think a lot of that is just because I didn't leave enough space for them to really shine on their own. So what I did was I took one of the other nails and I did the cord in black, and I actually only did like 4 lights on that one, so you could see the effect I was going for a lot better. So let me know what you all think of these designs so far. I love them for Christmas. I think that, you know, you could get away with a lot of different designs actually for Christmas. But these were super cute and a lot of fun to do. A lot of fun. So I'm taking the solid nail extension gel now, and I am taking little pieces and rolling them in my fingers to make the little like berry balls. But I realized they're a little big, so what I started doing was taking them apart and kind of like either ripping them in half or in 3s, and actually they ended up being more perfect, more true to size that way, in my opinion. So you just want to be mindful of that. Like if you have something you're doing like this where you're making something for the nail, you want to try to size it correctly, because you don't want it to be too big for the nail. You don't want it to be like too small, especially when it's 3D and you want it to stand out. You know, it shouldn't overtake the whole set, but it shouldn't be underwhelming either. So now I'm just coming in over that white gel polish that I did for the lights, and I am now filling them in with the color that they are meant to be. So purple, I have a pink, yellow, green, and a blue, and a red. So I actually really like how these turned out. I do. I kind of wish that I would have made sure they had more room so that they could have stood out a bit better on their own. I felt like, you know, the blooming gel, because of how many lights I had on there and me having to wait for them, they kind of just blossomed into each other, like bloomed into each other. So definitely keep that in mind for the next time I do a design like this. I also have to go back and check out exactly how Dev did hers, just so I could get them exactly the same, you know, because she's amazing at what she does, but she also makes it very clear that practice makes perfect. She's shown her first sets to now, and she's definitely come a super long way. However, she has always been like a great artist. Obviously she's a lot better from when she first started, but that happens with everybody, just about, you know, practice. Like she says all the time, practice quite literally makes perfect, and she stands by that. So now I'm coming in and I'm painting the berries with my SXC Dreamliners red color, and I believe that this is actually number 3 if I'm not mistaken, and it goes 1 through 48 because the Dreamliner box actually has all 48 colors. So, and then I actually come in with like some more burgundy-ish colors. One has like a glitter in it, so I use multiple different, like this red, a darker red, like more of like a burgundy red, brick red, just to give it that dimension once again. And then I come in with the, I think I actually already did the green glitter on the wreath. So just making sure that the berries are painted the way they should be. Yep, so that goes on the light. And now I am coming back in with a little bit more of the red, just to kind of fill in the patchiness of it. And after I cure that, I will be using the burgundy colors. So now I'm coming in with my white, and I'm just adding like that little kind of like shine part to the light, kind of like when it reflects off of a light source, you know. Almost like with the pop art nails, how they do like a little kind of line of white to make it look like there's like a reflection in a sense. So see, now I'm coming in with like that glittery burgundy color to make the berries definitely seem berrylicious. I think they're supposed to be like cranberries actually on the wreath. I kind of, in a way, wish I would have made a bow, but I could always do another wreath like that and make a bow. So now I'm coming in on the glow pink. It glows like a purple. And I'm doing the plaid, like present looking design on this. So I start off with a thick vertical white line, and then I do a thick horizontal white line up near, closer to like the top near the cuticle area. And after I make sure that my lines are straight and even, I have to cure that for 60 seconds. So now that I'm happy with the wreath design and the lights, I top coat them using my No Wipe D&D, No Wipe top coat. So these are pretty much done. And I just loved how this one looked in particular after the trees, especially the trees, because they're holographic green. So just the way they reflect in the light. So I was starting with the silver cord, and then that's when my husband was like, that doesn't really look realistic, you know, like the cord, the light cord shouldn't be silver. It should be black. So I was like, yeah, you're right. That's what I'll do then. So that's what I did. So now I'm making these like little, I don't know what to call them, but the lights basically like screw into them or stick into them. Those are those sections. So the holders, the light holders that sit on the cord itself. So now I'm coming in, I go back and forth between the two designs as they're curing. And I'm coming in with the 3 black vertical lines on my vertical white line. And then on my horizontal white line, I will repeat the same process, doing 3 horizontal thin black lines across the white. Now first I do my one outlining one side, the second outlining the other side, and that's how I get the perfect 3 lines every single time. So after that's cured, it comes out and I use that pink to do my long vertical line right there. So after the blooming gel and I did the lights, see how they glow so pretty? So now that it's out, I'm gonna do the white lights, fill those in. And you see how there's more room on this nail and you could really tell exactly what I was trying to do. So that's why I kind of messed up on the other one, because the lights didn't really stand out from each other too much. So I'm glad I redid the design, because I really wanted you all to see the effect I was going for. Because these, I mean, whoever actually came up with this to begin with and thought of it first, genius. Sometimes I feel like we're so set on trying to think of different things that the different things are usually staring us right in the face. I mean, things that we do on a daily basis in our lives. I mean, just inspiration from that can give us so many ideas. So after I cured that pink vertical line, I come in and I do a couple horizontal silver lines underneath the horizontal white line, and then I do one single one up above the horizontal white line. And I just love how this design came out. It's actually one of my favorite ones out of these. And I love that the background glows because it just makes it so much prettier. Look at that. And that's the actual ombre. Underneath, it's that hunter green color with the, I believe it's the glow pink that I use to ombre over it. Otherwise, it might be just the ombre nude pink that I have from them. So now I'm filling in the colors of the lights. And then after we cure them, we will come in and do our white line to make it look like it has like it's reflecting light. Now we're gonna top coat our plaid design. How cute is that for Christmas? Seriously. So dope. I had so much fun doing these too. Let me know what you all think of these designs in the comments below. I would love to hear from all of you. If any of you have any suggestions of some Christmas ideas that you wanted to see someone try because you're not sure how they're gonna look, you know, I'll definitely do that for you. I'll be the guinea pig. I don't mind. I know I've been going through like a lot of kind of ups and downs lately. I've been dealing with a lot of like melancholiness, aka depression. I don't like to look for sympathy or any, I'm not saying that's what anybody else does. I just, you know, for another day. I love you all so much, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you all enjoyed this, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, babes. I love you all so much. Bye now.